All right, we got the Maui Jim HT lens versus the Maui Jim Rose lens coming up next. Hey everybody, I'm Sunglass Rob from SportRx, and today we're going to go over the Maui Jim HT lens and the Maui Jim Rose lens. There's tons of really cool lens options from Maui Jim. If you're in research mode trying to figure out which one's best for you, you might have whittled it down to the HT lens versus the Rose lens, because out of the original Maui Jim lenses, the neutral gray, the HCl bronze, then the Rose, and then the HT lens, these are the lighter lens colors. So if you're the type of person who doesn't want very dark lenses, that is looking for something with a little bit more contrast, with a little bit more pop, you might be now in the world of trying to figure out if you want the Rose lens or the HT lens. So hopefully this video is going to be really helpful. Hopefully by the end of this video, you might know which one is going to be best for you. So like I said before, Maui Jim makes some really cool lenses, and they make a wide range of lenses. We actually have a video kind of going over all the Maui Jim lens colors all in one breath. It's a long video. It's really cool. You should watch it if you want. But like I said, if you're here trying to figure out which of the lighter lens colors is best for you, I want to try and help. So the Maui Jim Rose lens is going to be a little bit darker than the HT lens. So the Rose lens, when you're looking through it, everything is rose. That's why it's called the Rose lens. And at first it might seem like a lot of rose, like what's going on with these? But most people, within about 30 seconds to a minute, everything kind of calms down and it starts to kind of feel a little less rosy and a little bit more neutral. The benefit of the Rose lens is that it's going to give you really good pop, really good contrast. I would still categorize these as though like real sunglasses. So if it's a really bright day, you can still wear the Rose. If it's an overcast day, you can wear the Rose. This one's very versatile, very universal, works well in lots and lots of conditions, and is personally my favorite Maui Jim lens, so maybe I'm a little bit biased. When you're looking at the person wearing them, you do notice the Rose for sure, but on the lens, you also have a little bit of a reflective mirror coating, a little bit of a silver mirror coating, which kind of helps hide the Rose a little bit. So both of these actually have the same bite gradient mirror, which means the top and the bottom of the lens has a little bit of a silver reflective mirror, the middle not so much. And that's to kind of mimic your how your eyes squint. The lenses kind of are darker, the top and bottom, so your eyes don't have to squint. So like I said, this one's Rose, and definitely not the darkest real pair of sunglasses, but very high contrast and a little bit on the lighter side. Now the HT lens, in contrast, get what I did there, contrast, stands for high transmission lenses. And this lens has a very kind of immediate, I don't want to say intense, but you really notice it, brightening effect. And true to its name, high transmission means it lets in more available light. Now they're both UV protected, they're both polarized, they're both amazing Maui Jim sunglasses, so don't feel like they're not protective from what's bad for you. They both are, but this one is not as dark. It lets in more light, more available light. So this lens was really intended to be used in those conditions where you almost think sunglasses aren't going to work for you. So like if you're hiking and there's a lot of like forest cover, but some sunlight creeps through, you want to wear some protection, but a lot of sunglasses feel a little bit too dark. Or if you're playing golf, a lot of times people don't like dark lenses for golf. They really want to be able to track the ball. Or if it's an overcast day, or if it's almost like a drizzly, hazy, foggy, ugly blue day, you get that kind of haze. So the polarization and the HEV protection on these is amazing, but just gives you this pop and this contrast. So really, if you're looking for ultimate high contrast from Maui Jim, it's going to be the HT lens. If you're looking for a lens that is high contrast but can work in a wide variety of conditions, sometimes really sunny, sometimes overcast, it's going to be the Rose lens. So, there's always a little bit of give and take. If you're wearing the Rose lens, and it's a really, really overcast, bad weather day, but you still want some protection, or if they're in prescription, which you can do in both of these, you want your prescription, it might feel a little bit too dark. So that's kind of like what's going on with those. With the HT lens, if it's a really sunny day, they're not going to feel so great. It's not as versatile. It doesn't work in as many categories. It works really, really well in those low light, kind of bad weather, overcasty days, but not so well when the sun comes out. So hopefully all of this was helpful to you. I really think it's going to come down to what your preferences are and what color you like to look through. I'm not sure if I mentioned when you're looking through the HT lens, it's more of a green color, almost like a yellowy green kind of brightening color, where the rose, of course, is rose. So hopefully all of that helped. All right, was that helpful? Please let me know in the comments. I know sometimes I get really passionate and talk a lot about this stuff, but I really want to make sure you get the best pair of Maui Jims you've ever had. If you do get a pair of Maui Jims from SportRx, even if they're in prescription and you end up not loving them, we have this amazing See Better guarantee. You can exchange them, you can return them. We pay for shipping both ways. There's no restocking fees. That's pretty amazing, right? All right, thank you so much for watching this video. We got tons more related content right over there, and we would love for you to follow us on social media down below.